Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're having a great day. For me, today is Saturday in Korea, and I'm actually super excited because my friends and I are gonna go ATV and water rafting. As soon as this video is over, I'm jetting out of here. I can't wait, it's gonna be dope. But this video is going to be a Q&A of GOE and just random questions that people ask me. So I hope this helps in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna look at the comments and some emails that I've had, and I will answer some of those questions. So first off, let's see. First question, are you still in contact with your recruiter? Yes, I'm still in contact. I mean, you can contact your recruiter through email. I even have mine on Facebook, you know, so I can talk to her via Facebook, via email, whatever. Next question. Since you're in a rural area, how do people react to you? People here, I mean, they just stare. They're just interested in seeing a foreigner or a black foreigner at that. They don't really do anything but stare. There have been some locals that say hi, and I'm like, hi. They've been really nice. I haven't had any bad experiences per se in my rural area. The second question was like, are they welcoming? Are you just another local after some time? I mean, just with Korean society, like you'll never ever become a Korean to them, but I think that they will treat you nice. They'll say hello. When I go into restaurants, for example, they're really nice. They're like, oh, 안녕하세요. They are welcoming. I will say that they are welcoming people. I would say I've had a very positive experience here in a rural area. It hasn't been that bad. And I have to say it's not that bad because I have another American here that lives right across the street from me. So I have a friend that I can talk to. If I didn't have her, I think it would be pretty tough to live in a rural area because a lot of people, like I said, don't speak a lot of English. So it's a little tough to make friends with the Koreans here. But if you, I guess, know a little Korean, which I know very little, maybe a few words. If you know Korean, I think you could get around a little bit better, make a few more friends than I have, and I think you'll be fine. Otherwise, I think it's best to find as many foreigners as you can, although it's going to be very sparse in a rural area. So another question is, do they tell you where you will be placed before you get to Korea? No, in the GOE program, they will not tell you beforehand where you will be placed. You won't know until orientation. They will give you a folder that tells you which school or schools that you will be teaching at. It will say all boys co-ed or something like that, because mine was like all boys middle school, and I was like, First of all, I was surprised it was a middle school, and then double surprised that it was all boys. I was like, Lord, help God. And I also want to add, like, a lot of people think that these Asian kids are well behaved. No, in Korea, no, they are not. I have heard stories about in Japan that the kids are pretty quiet there, but in Korea, they are very vocal. They will show their behinds to you, and not literally, but they're bad. So that's what I mean. The next question is, where did you receive your TEFL? I got my TEFL online at premiertefl.com. I got the 120-hour TEFL certificate. I had no in-class portion. GOE, it does say that you have to have like 20 hours in class, but there are some schools that will overlook that and will let you come teach for their school without the 20-hour in-class portion, which is what happened to me. So there is hope if you don't have the 20 hours in class, because it was expensive. My TEFL was probably less than $200, and I got it off of Groupon. But Premier TEFL, their TEFL certificates, like all the certificates like the CELTA and anything like that, is really cheap on their website and is accredited. So I would really recommend them. I mean, it's accepted here in Korea apparently, so yes, premiertefl.com, okay? I've mentioned before that I have a scooter. Somebody asked me what does my scooter look like, so I'm going to show you that right now. So wait a second. This is my scooter. It's a kickboard. It's not like a big scooter that people ride down the highway with. No, just I call this a scooter. They call it a kickboard here. So I'm going to look at some of the questions that were from my email. And someone asked me, how long did the interview actually last? My interview lasted less than 30 minutes. It was about 20-25 minutes. It didn't feel that long at all. It actually felt like it went and it came and it went. It flew by so fast. Next question is, am I happy with the rural area that I'm in? I would have to say it's okay. I prefer to be in a city with more foreigners, more people that speak English. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little tough not being able to communicate with a lot of people here. I'm just thankful that I actually have another foreigner that lives right across the street and we've become great friends. If I didn't have that, I think that it would be tough mentally for me. Unless you're able to keep yourself busy and you're okay with being alone. There is a possibility that you might be the only foreigner close in proximity to yourself. Or if the person that lives next to you doesn't really like you or your personalities don't mesh, that could be tough as well. You just have to come mentally prepared. I hope that answers the question. Like, it's fine, it's okay. I just hate it because there's not many foreigners here and it's not a lot to do. So unless you're really creative and able to make the best out of it, you know, it is what it is. Also, another thing to consider is being in a rural area, there are not a lot of food options. There are a lot of Korean spots, but sometimes you just get sick of eating Korean food. Like, you want your Western food, you want your fast food, you want a burger, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot of options in the rural area. Like, we usually, like, when my friends and I go out to Busan or Seoul or like to a bigger city, we usually try to find foreign food because we just miss it. We miss the taste. And it's not like we're dissing Korea or anything like that, but we just miss our regular food. And we actually had somebody get in our face one time talking about, oh, you need to be open-minded. We're like, no, boy. We are open-minded. We eat Korean food every day. Just because you're in Korea, let me tell you this, just because you're in Korea does not mean that you have to eat Korean food 24/7. Because people that come here, they're like, oh, you need to really just be all about Korea. And it's like they want you to forget where you come from. Like, you all of a sudden forgot how to eat a burger, or like you don't need to eat foreign food. You're in Korea. Don't make people make you feel like you have to forget all about your life back in America or whatever country that you're from. If you miss your food, go get your foreign food and don't feel bad about it. Get out. Get out. So as far as living in a rural area, it's okay. There's nothing to really say about it other than it's boring. The people are generally nice. Like, in the beginning, they'll stare at you, but over time, they're like, okay, this is the foreigner. We know who she is. Of course, let me go ahead and tell you, if there aren't many foreigners in your town, everybody's gonna know who you are. Everybody. So just be prepared for that. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means that people know who you are and they're probably talking about you in Korean. I think this video is getting pretty long. So if there are any more questions, please leave them down in the comments or email me or something like that. I will make another video. You know what I'm saying? Love, peace, and happiness. Love you, the Korean love sign, or heart sign rather. Love you. Bye. See you in the next video.